Hey, Dan Passarelli here. How are you feeling today? All right, all right, all right. Quick question before we start. Have you ever felt frustrated when you're trading income trades? Like you're being pulled in two directions? On one side, you don't want to get assigned. On the other side, you want to make money by collecting big fat premiums. If you've traded covered calls, cash secured puts, or credit spreads, you felt it. Today, I'm going to share how I discovered a simple way to get closer to that perfect sweet spot, that way to avoid assignments and take in the most option premium. And that, my friends, is the key to making money with income trades. Hit that questions box and tell me how many income trades you make in a typical month. Please do it right now. I'm taking a poll and I want to see your answers. I'm talking covered calls, cash secured puts, credit spreads, even iron condors, butterflies, even time spreads. Please type in the questions box a number right now. How many of those sorts of trades do you make in a month typically? If you do that, that'll let me know that you can hear me and that you can find the questions box so that you can get the most out of this training today as possible. So let's take a little look-see here, shall we? Robert says 4, Daniel 20 to 25, Greg 17 or 18, Steve 4 to 6, Rundy more than 30, Neil 12, Lisa, hey Lisa, 25, Dinas 20 to 30, Ted 2 or 3, Kurt 5, Mr. Trader 12. Excellent, that's great, great. Mike 12 to 15. How are you, Mike? So that's good. It looks like everybody is in the right place here today. Michael 20, Barry 2 to 3. Yeah, it looks like everybody's in the right place here today. Now, what I'm going to share with you today can change your life forever. Before we get started, I need to point out options are not for everyone. You should read characteristics and risks of standardized options before trading. Get a copy of that by emailing investorservices@theocc.com. Don't trade with money you're not prepared to lose. What we're providing today is generalized information, not specific to your situation. Friends, I've been there. As traders who use options to earn income, we've all been there. Because here's the problem that you have. Income traders are always in a state of either worrying about early and unwanted assignment, and you get assigned too much, you leave money on the table, you end up making less or even losing money. Or another super common trade killer is you don't make enough on your trades, your premiums are too small. And it's just not worth it in that case. For spread traders, one loser wipes out 10 winners. For wheel traders, you make too little and miss out on too much. You're stuck in the middle and being pulled apart, and you know it. You feel it. You felt it before, haven't you? And the answer is yes. What we're really talking about here is fear and greed. And it's a balance between the two. But here's the thing. What if you could find the balance? What if you could find the balance? What if you could hit that exact sweet spot every time to maximize your chances of not getting assigned and giving up real money or losing money, but to make instead the absolute most profit on every trade by taking in those big, fat, meaty premiums every time, selling that exact perfect strike price? Wouldn't that just kind of make your life so much better? Well, that, friends, is what we're going to cover today. I'm going to share a new tool that I've created, an indicator, to trade my covered calls, cash secured puts, and credit spreads with an edge that I never dreamed possible. And then I'm going to share how you can use it too. I'm Dan Passarelli. This is a pictorial representation of just some of the companies I've worked with. I'm a former member of both the Chicago Board Options Exchange and the Chicago Board of Trade. I am the author of 2 of the top options trading books, The Market Taker's Edge and Trading Option Greeks, and Wiley Publishing will be releasing my new book, Build Consistent Wealth with Options, on April 28th. Very excited about that. I've been a regular contributor to Bloomberg TV, Fox Business News, lots of other online news publications, and I train income traders and investors just like you, literally all over the world. Thousands and thousands of traders in over 50 countries. Now, let's jump in here. Let's say you have a stock like this, okay? And maybe you're an investor and considering a covered call. Not to get assigned and sell the stock, but to profit from the option premium. Or, hey, let's say maybe you're an active trader and thinking about a call credit spread. Either way, what are your 2 goals? Make money, make more money, which you get from the option premium, right? The more you sell the option for, the better. And as you can see, the lower the strike price on any of these, the lower the strike price, the more the option premium, right? See that? But if you set the strike at too low of a price, you might get assigned and miss out on the big money if it's a covered call, or have a big loss if it's a credit spread. Well, what strike you gonna pick? What strike you gonna pick? Well, let's make this easy. Okay, let's make this easy and assume we're talking about a covered call. There's several tools that traders use for picking the strike price. We can use resistance, and we should, but with this stock right at resistance, which is an all-time high, that's not really enough to make a data-driven decision. It's not what a real trader would do. Resistance, delta, standard deviation, premium, just feels right. None of those are like terribly irrational, but none are really data driven. I mean, it's all actually pretty arbitrary. They might make you feel good with a false sense of confidence, but they're not going to help the trade work out. And yes, the best traders here who have experience with income trading, you use implied volatility and theta, and probably use, annualized static return and that kind of thing. And I do too. But what is the likely range for the stock to be in between now and the option's expiration date? Without having a way to understand that based on real data, nothing else really matters. But there's a problem. The solution to this problem that we're talking about, it didn't exist. I looked at Bollinger Bands, RSI, average true range, Keltner channels, even stochastics, nothing. Nothing was built for option traders who need a mathematical way to anchor strikes. And back around like 2010 or so, it was a long time ago, there was someone from Thinkorswim who asked me to build an indicator for the platform. And I said no, I didn't think I could do it. I assumed that building indicators were for the genius mathematicians. But now I needed one. I needed a way to make more on my wheel trades and my credit spreads. I needed to stop seeing good trades destroyed by the stock going through the strike price too much. That's the kind of stuff that kills your P&L. And so I talked with some of the smartest guys I know when it comes to charting indicators. It started with an idea, and now, well, I made a key discovery. I was able to, for the first time ever, create an indicator that was based on real data that could give a true range between now and the option's expiration date that the stock was most likely to trade within. It's the perfect indicator for income traders to choose option strikes most likely to produce a winning trade. And the results are powerful. It's called the Price History Anchored Strike Indicator, or just the PAS indicator for short. The PAS indicator is designed to cut through the guesswork of option strike selection. Instead of pulling levels out of thin air, it anchors each decision to a stock's actual historical price range over a defined look-back period. By grounding strikes in price history, PAS gives traders a data-driven edge, highlighting levels where probability, premium, and price action intersect. And the PAS indicator works on the most common charting platforms: Thinkorswim, TradingView, and even Metastock. This is designed for traders who want income. This is the most powerful indicator ever created for covered calls, cash secured puts, credit spreads, both call credit spreads and put credit spreads, condors as well as iron condors, butterflies as well as iron butterflies, even time spreads and double calendars. So I'm really excited to share with you how this works. For those of you who aren't super familiar with covered calls, I'm going to give like a 60-second crash course here, okay? Let's say you own 100 shares of a stock and you sell one call against it, right? So my possible object, and that is what is called a covered call. Own 100 shares, sell one call. My possible objectives for doing this is to sell the option, collect the premium, and skate. Just keep the option premium and let the option expire. Or to sell the stock at the higher strike price and make money on both the premium and the stock going up. So here's an example. Let's say I'm long 100 shares of a stock that's trading at $120 a share. I sell short one 14-day 125 strike call at $1. Okay? So, all right, the black line is the stock, if I just own that. But if the stock, it goes up and is trading above the strike price of $125 at expiration, well, I make $5 on the stock going from 120 to 125, but I also have that dollar of option premium. So my maximum profit is $6. And if the stock is below the strike price at expiration, then the option simply expires. And if the option expires, I get to keep that dollar. So I always outperform just owning the stock because I still own the stock, but I also have $1 worth of option premium. That means my break even for the trade, it lowers my cost basis down to $119. So I actually paid $120 for it, but it's like I own it at $119, right? Make sense? Okay. So that's really all you need to know to understand what we're going to talk about here. And those of you who already do this sort of thing, you're going to really get engaged here. So let's say that I own shares of this stock, right? This happens to be Apple. Price is not current, just a screenshot from, I think it's a couple days ago. So I own shares of the stock. Here's what I want to do. Maybe I think, well, Apple probably won't go up too much. How do I measure what too much is? But I figure because I think it won't go up too much, maybe I could sell a covered call and make a little extra money on the stock and still own the stock. So I call that skating, where I just sell the call, hope for it to expire, and keep the premium. Okay, so that's my goal here. Now, let's zoom in on this, okay? The upper PAS band is right around 285.08. That's what these blue bands are. These are the PAS bands themselves, okay? So that's right around $285, okay? We'll explain the math a little bit more later, and you're gonna really dig it. But what this means, the band being at 285.08, is that based on the math in the calculation, the stock is likely to stay below $285. Now, you would think that somebody would have come up with an indicator like this in the past. I mean, there are some stuff that have bands and that kind of thing, but not like this. You're going to love this. Okay, so if I think the stock is likely to stay below $285 a share, then I could sell the 285 strike calls, and I could get about 68 cents if I middle the market a little bit. Now, if we were to take that 68 cents and annualize the return on this 14-day option, that's earning an extra 6.5% on an annualized basis, and, you know, still holding on to Apple stock. And, you know, maybe it goes up a little bit and I can make money on the stock too. So this is kind of a big deal. This is what gives you confidence in your trades. Your option picks are anchored, measured, and repeatable. A cash secured put is a lot like a covered call, but here we're selling a put at a lower strike than where the stock is, which in this case, the stock is at $181.79, $181.79. So if we sell a put, we're going to collect a premium, and that's going to be the objective of this trade, just to collect the premium. If the stock falls and the put does get assigned, we'd buy the stock at that strike price. So the danger for a trade like this is that if the stock falls a lot lower than the strike price and we have to buy it at that strike price, at a higher strike price than where the stock is trading, that's how we can end up losing a lot on a trade like this. So we need to use the PAS bands to give us a data-driven trade entry. Same process as with the covered call. Strike selection just becomes mechanical, not emotional, not reactive, just totally simple. The lower PAS band, so the darker blue one here, right now in this last trading day on the screen here, is at $170.75, $170.75. So we want to size up selling a strike price at or below that area. So we're going to look at selling the 170 strike puts, or maybe a lower strike put, to anchor the put strike to something measured and reliable. Now, I like to be conservative on these, okay? So selling the strike that's just lower than the PAS band in this case, the 167.5 strike puts, we could sell those for 92 cents for that put. And because we're selling it below the band, right, we maximize our chances of not having the put end up in the money, okay? By using the PAS bands, we maximize our chances of winning. And we take in a rich fat premium for this 7-day trade. 92 cents on a 7-day trade, that comes out to a 28.5% annualized return on this trade. So, you know, I mean, we're talking real money. But here's what's important. We're using these bands, and I'm going to explain the math in just a second. We're using these bands to take you from a guesser to a data-driven trader. Look, good traders don't guess. They do what is safe. They do what makes money. And look, if you're a wheel trader and an extra 6.5% here or an extra 28.5% annualized return there, if you're able to get those, that can make a massive difference in literally in your life over time. And that's because of compounding. You do this over and over again, and it becomes a life-changing endeavor. So let's dig in to how and why the PAS bands work. We do a calculation similar in some ways to the average true range, for those of you who are familiar with that. But instead of calculating the true range candle by candle, we calculate the true range for a longer period of time. And we match that period to the days to expiration, and then we use a moving average to give us a much more accurate band because it incorporates more data periods. This helps us identify statistically grounded zone to anchor our strike prices. And it's pretty easy once you have it on your charts. Question for you. Can you see yourself using this in your own trading? Can you see yourself using this in your own trading? Go ahead and type the word confidence in the questions box if you think that maybe you would want to use this in your trading. Go ahead, do that right now. Type the word confidence in the questions box now, if you can see yourself using this in your own trading. Gene says confidence. Tomas says confidence. Penny, confidence. Greg, confidence. Gabe, confidence. Lisa, confidence. Laura, confidence. Rebecca, hey, says confidence. Anthony says confidence. Ted, confidence. Steve, confidence. Mike, confidence. Barry, confidence. Another Laura, confidence. Awesome. Bruce, confidence. Venus, Robert, confidence, confidence, confidence. Now, I'm going to blow your fucking mind. I made a discovery almost accidentally, and I wanted to see what it would look like if we traded off where the bands were a couple days ago, but still anchor the strike to today's band. And it works mind-blowingly incredibly. So I added a look back period. And I found that when the stock price, one of the candles, touches the cloud, I sell a credit spread with the short strike of the credit spread at the band price. So let me show you what I mean. So just zooming in again a little bit here. So the stock falls, okay, and it touches this gray cloud area here, okay? So it touches it right here, and the band is down here at 286.55. So when it touches where basically what these dotted lines are here that have the gray cloud in them, it's where the stock was, or where the band was 2 days ago. But we're not going to sell where the band was 2 days ago. We're going to see it touches where the band was 2 days ago, but we're going to sell a strike price down here at where today's band is. And so I sell the next strike lower than the 286.55 price that the band was at. So in this case, that's the 285 puts for the short strike, and then buy the next lower strike, the 282.5 puts. So this is you know, your classic put credit spread, right? I sell the 285 puts at $1.41, buy the 282.5 puts for $1.06. That's selling the put credit spread for 35 cents. 35 cents, of course, is $35 of money. You know, trade 10 of these spreads and you're collecting 350 bucks. The deal with put credit spreads, as long as the stock stays above $285 between when the trade is put on and is above there at the expiration date, which in this case was less than 4 days away, the 350 bucks would be all profit, one trade, which of course is exactly what ended up happening here. The stock did stay above 285. You could have sold the 285 puts here on this day, and the PAS bands were accurate, just as you expect. The stock stayed above the strike, and the 350 bucks would have been yours to keep, right? That's one trade. Again, this is data driven. This is tested. This is statistically grounded. Now, let's step back for a moment. If you struggled with income trades like covered calls, cash cured puts, or credit spreads, iron condors, if you've struggled with these, guess what? The real problem was never the strategy. Because you know what? Covered calls work. Cash cured puts work. Credit spreads, they work. Those strategies have been used successfully for decades. So what are you willing to do to make income trades work for you? Well, I'm going to make this really easy for you. Bring it home today. The whole PAS bands bundle. I've put together for you the complete price anchored strike framework. First, there's the PAS indicator, of course. That's what you'll need on your charts to be able to use this. And then, oh man, you're going to love this. This is what I call the PAS customizer, okay? You'll be able to adjust the period to match the time to expiration for the option you're trading. And if you choose to, you can customize your risk parameters and your risk tolerance to your trading style and all that. And we make it super easy to do because it's all explained in the accelerator videos that train you how to use the indicator. And we'll even walk you through the setup with an onboarding call this time. So you can find the videos and easily add the indicator to your platform of choice. Think about what a difference this can make in your trading. This will make things 1,000,000 times better. Think about it. So the PAS indicator, we decided to list it for $2,000 for 1 full year of using it. You get to use it every day for a year. And as a reminder, PAS works on these platforms, Thinkorswim, TradingView, and MetaStock. And in addition to the indicator on your chart, like I said, you're going to get the accelerator videos, which I put together just recently. You're going to love it. It shows you exactly how to use this whole thing. And I've got a very special bonus this time. For those who join today, you're going to get access to our hands-on training for 1 full year. Every Monday morning, you will be in our group trading room to get coaching on how to use the PAS indicator and other indicators and everything as well. Lots of great cross training. This is a total value of $4,750, but guess what? This is our launch of the PAS indicator, and I want to give you the best price you're ever going to see on this. Go right now to markettaker.com/PAS and get 1 full year for just $697. Right now, go to markettaker.com/PAS. But there's actually just a couple other things that I want to throw in here too. Here's something that you are going to love. And, you know, I don't know how to put a value on this or anything, but for the next year, John and I, along with the smartest guys in just about any room you walk into, we're going to be using this system with you, and we're going to give you any updates that we make to this framework. It might be a small upgrade or an entirely new way to use the PAS bands. Either way, when you lock in today, you'll get a full year of not only the indicator updates that we make, but also new insights and other use cases. Also, if you think about it, if all you got out of this was the Monday group coaching, the weekly training on income trades like covered calls, credit spreads, and iron condors, along with other option strategies too, wouldn't it be worth it just for that? But I wanted to do something really, really special today. So for those who join right now and start trading with professional precision, selling overpriced option premium, we're going to send you our very own I Love Overpriced Option Premium t-shirt. That is yours today as my free gift to you. So you're going to get the PAS indicator, the accelerator videos, the Monday group coaching. You're going to get the updates for a year. I'm going to send you your Market Taker t-shirt. Great for all you premium sellers out there. Go to markettaker.com/PAS or take out this thing, go to your camera app and aim it towards the bottom right-hand side of your screen with that funny looking blue square there. That's a QR code. That'll bring you right to the sign-up page. If you have questions, you can call 708-381-1768. That's 708-381-1768. And Juan is standing by. He can take your call and answer questions for you and get you signed up. But there's another thing. Yeah, there's still more. So as many of you know, I just completed writing my third book, Build Consistent Wealth with Options, about to be published by Wiley Publishing within the next few weeks. Buy the PAS indicator right now and get on the list to be the first to hear about the launch of my new book, Build Consistent Wealth with Options. And you'll get exclusive pre-launch bonuses, updates, and more. So do that now and be on the list. Actually, I was writing the book in conjunction with the concept for the PAS bands. That's kind of how it all evolved. Now, sometimes people say, Dan, this is great, but I have a hard time coming up with $697. Is there a way that I can, finance this? And that answer is yes. You can go to PayPal. Go to PayPal. We have a deal with PayPal to offer you both PayPal as a payment option and PayPal credit. So you can lock in PAS bands today when you check out using PayPal and just simply choose PayPal credit. And you go to the same place. Just go to markettaker.com/PAS and click that, I think it's the middle PayPal button on that page. Then just click the terms and conditions box and you're all signed up. So once again, go to markettaker.com/PAS or call 708-381-1768 or take your phone and aim it towards, open the camera app, aim it towards the QR code down at the bottom of your screen. Now I'm going to take questions that you have about the PAS indicator and anything about how it works and that kind of thing. Ted. Oh, Ted, you can still use it. I use Fidelity. I use Fidelity for my trading, but I actually also have open the Thinkorswim charts, which you can get for free. So you can still use this, Ted. Hey, it's Steve. What's up, Steve? Nice to hear from you. Yeah, Steve. I talk about that in the book and that kind of thing, and definitely in Monday group coaching. Could you go over what and how often your room access covers? Yeah, so the Monday group coaching, that's every Monday morning at 10 o'clock, from 10 to 11 Eastern time. So the market opens half hour later, you get an hour of this group trading room style coaching, where John opens up his trading platform every single day. And with income trades, he's using the PAS bands to make the decisions and basically just teach you exactly how to use it. So yeah, that is every Monday. And I mean, honestly, that's like a $300 a month class for the daily group coaching. You're getting it every Monday for an entire year. God, man. Bobby put that together and I was like, are you crazy, man? I mean, that's way too valuable to give away. But he talked me into it, and I don't know. I guess a lot of people are glad he did. What other questions can I answer to help you make the decision to come and join us here? We did just have a couple people join us right now. Let's see here. We had Greg. Welcome, Greg. Nice job investing in the PAS bands. You are going to love it, man. You're going to love it. Tomas, welcome. Jean, welcome. Penny, welcome. Nice job. Laura, welcome. Nice job. Gabe, welcome. Congratulations. Good work. John, welcome. Congratulations. John and PayPal here. Oh, we just had a couple more jump in here. Mike, welcome. Nice work. I am so excited about this indicator. I even wrote about it in a couple chapters of my book. It is for when you're trying to sell credit spreads or covered calls and cash secured puts and not get assigned. Oh my gosh, there's never been an indicator created like this. For help in setting up the TOS or any other? Yeah, Rundy, it's super easy. It's super easy. There's a step-by-step video that literally shows you exactly how to do it. We can help you with all of that. In fact, I just realized that there was something else that you guys are going to get, and I forgot to tell you about it. You are also going to get, I did tell you about it. You're going to get an onboarding phone call. Juan's going to give you a call and make sure that you can access everything and find the video so that you can set it up. Rundy, it's super easy. There's a guy that I know that we work with all the time who's so technologically challenged, and if he could set it up, believe me, anybody could set it up. Is there an archive of the Monday meetings? Yeah, we let you go back and look at the last 3 weeks, I believe. Either way, I mean, yes. If you miss one, they're all recorded. All right, Mike, see ya. Are you saying this is how you personally trade? Yes, I am saying, Mark, this is how I personally trade. Yep. Laura, can you tell us a little bit more about the Monday coaching session? Is it specific to PAS or is it general coaching session? So yeah, great question. So John Kamisic, he's an ex-Goldman guy. He is the head coach. And John opens up his trading platform. Doesn't matter which platform you use. He just is showing you charts. But a lot of not all the trades, but a lot of the trades he does are income trades. And so he uses the PAS bands. He will be using the PAS band. We kind of had to keep them secret for a while. he'll be using the PAS bands in the class. But I mean, sometimes there are like other types of trades that are not specific to the PAS bands. So you get a lot of cross training. Daniel, I use Tasty Trade. Does PAS only work with the 3 platforms mentioned? Yeah, but I mean, look, there's a lot of people who trade on whatever platform, Fidelity, Tasty Trade, but they have a Thinkorswim account so that they can put this on there, or TradingView too. TradingView is like the best charting platform there is. And, you know, so it doesn't matter if you trade on Tasty Trade, you can just add this to these platforms here. How long have I tested this method? Oh, I don't know the exact amount of time, but it's been a while. So, okay, what other questions can I answer to help you join the list of folks who did just join us? And welcome to David, and welcome to Kevin. And welcome to Nathan. All right. Okay. Yeah. What other questions can I answer to help you make the decision to come and join us and start using the PAS bands? This is really the only indicator for options income traders. There's nothing else. There's no other indicator that does this. There isn't, because it's a very specific way of doing it. Is the PAS similar to using resistance and support? No, Rundy, but I like to use it in conjunction with resistance and support. You know, I was just talking to one of our students earlier today, and it's like, you know, there's like, sometimes there's 3 or 4 things that you have to look at. What support and resistance shows is where what resistance shows is where the sell orders were in the past, and maybe they'll still be there. And so if you sell at or above resistance, it gives you a little bit of a benefit to the stock having a little bit less of a chance of rising above resistance. With the PAS bands, this very, very specifically and very accurately measures what the likelihood of the stock staying within a specific range for the next X number of days between now and expiration. So it's more a range bound finder indicator that works with, support and resist, or works with income trading, if that makes sense. How does it work on Metastock? Can the scanner be used to find trades? Absolutely. With Metastock, we're actually in the process of creating. Yes, we're in the process of doing the scanner with Metastock. So yes, the scanner on Metastock won't be up until a little bit later, probably about 2 weeks. But if you join today, you can still start using it. Okay, what other questions can I answer? Does this work with debit spreads? Well, not really so much debit spread. I mean, actually, I've never used it for debit spreads, but as I'm thinking about it, it kind of could be used to set your short strike for debit spreads. Because, with the debit spread, if it goes above the short strike, you don't make any more profits. So that can help you sell a low enough thing. Cool. Good. Hey, Scott, what's up, my friend? Oh yeah, yeah. Just send me an email, would you? Send me an email on it, Scott. All right. Because once I close this, I don't see the questions anymore. You know how to reach me, dan@markettaker.com, or reach me in the Slack room too. All right, good stuff. What other questions can I answer to help you make the decision to join us right here, right now? Oh, can you discuss the risk management with this strategy? Yes. So look, one of the great things about this, BG, is you're going to have to do less risk management than you're probably doing now, because your strike becomes much less likely to be tested. But I'm a big fan of rolling. So if I'm planning to skate and just profit from selling the option premium, if it goes through my strike price, I'll buy that option back. A lot of times that'll be for a small loss, but then I collect another premium to help make up for that loss. So it's just rolling. And you know, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, you know. And you know, here's another kind of bonus that I actually kind of forgot to mention. For those of you who are not in our Slack room, you're also going to get access to our Slack room. So if you have questions about using the PAS bands, you can ask me or John in the Slack room. You can ask John in the Monday group coaching. You know, Juan is going to give all the folks whose names I just read a call today, actually. So you've got tons and tons and tons of support. Tons and tons of support. Does my book cover PAS bands? Yes, it does. There are 2 chapters that talk some about PAS bands. Like I said, I mean, I created it while I was writing the book. I was just like, wow, what if I did this? I actually kind of came up with the math before starting to write the book and started working on it with a couple of really, really smart dudes that I know. But then as I was writing the book, it fleshed out more and it fleshed out more. And there's one thing that it was this aha moment. Well, I showed you, it was the look back period where when it touches the cloud, you sell at the band strike, you sell the strike at the band value. Like that was just my big aha moment. And that was the first update that I made to it before it even came out. I had our tech guy make a big change because I added this thing literally yesterday. Oh my gosh, it's so great, so great. All right, what other questions can I answer to help you make the decision to join us? Because I'm going to tell you what, I've created a lot of trading systems. I've created a lot of educational stuff. I created one other indicator. Well, technically 2. This is the best thing that I ever created. I use this now every single day in my trading. Every day in my trading. All right. And so does this work for trades other than income trades? It's designed for income trades. Like I said, I guess theoretically you could use it for debit spreads, but it's really designed for income trades. And income trades is a broad category. If you're an investor, that's the wheel. That's what we're talking about, the wheel strategy. If you're a more active trader, then we're talking credit spreads and iron condors. This is the most precision defined indicator to help you maximize returns. Because look, if you're trading a credit spread and the stock blasts through your strike price, you can give back all the profits from the last 10 trades. This helps minimize that. But you always want to sell as close to the money as possible to get the highest premium. That's that tug of war I was talking about when we first started today. So this enables you to sell the lowest strike possible by measuring with precision a price that the stock is not likely to go through. I mean, it's wonderful. All right, what other questions can I answer here for you? Because we are going to wrap this up pretty soon. And we just had a couple more people. Just Charles, welcome and congratulations. Lisa, welcome. Nice work. You're going to love this, Lisa. You're going to love this. Frederick, welcome. Steve, welcome. Okay. So let's see. Here's what we're going to do. We're kind of up against it here. And I am going to set my alarm for 4 minutes here. Okay. I'm going to set my alarm for 4 minutes. And as soon as my alarm goes off, we're done here. And this all goes away. So now is the time to make your decision. Ready, set, go. So we have got 357, 356, 355, 354, 353, 352, 351. Go, 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 go. Is it easy to install? Yeah, it's super easy to install. Look, if you've never installed an indicator on Thinkorswim, I mean, just a handful of years ago, I had never installed an indicator on Thinkorswim. And, you know, I'm not the most tech savvy guy in the world. I'll tell you that. But I was able just to go in there, bing, 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 easy. I mean, it's like 4 clicks. And there's a video that literally shows you exactly how to do it. And the clock is ticking. 3:05, 3:04, 3:03, 3:02, 3:01. Let's go. What else do you want to know? What other questions can I answer to help you? Danis, welcome and congratulations. Hey, Larry, what tends to be the average expiration for credit spreads? So yeah, the average expiration for credit spreads, I mean, well, see, that's the thing. That's where this becomes really super powerful, because I will look at, like, let's say there's one that has weekly options, right? I'll look at the 4-day one, and then I'll change the parameters on the PAS indicator to look at the 11-day one and change the parameters again and maybe look at the 18-day one. And I'll see which one I can get the most on. And the best way to do that is to divide your premium by the strike minus the premium, which is basically your risk capital. So yeah, I mean, anyway, the easy answer to your question, Larry, is anywhere between 3 days and 2 weeks. Does this work with Credit Spread Genius? Yes, it does. This makes Credit Spread Genius massively more powerful. Yeah, this makes Credit Spread Genius massively more powerful. It makes, because, you know, sometimes you look at Credit Spread Genius and you say, oh, well, I don't know, should I take this one? I don't like to take all of them, which obviously, you know, I don't either. Should I take this one? Well, you put the PAS bands on there, and that is going to help you decide right then and there. Thanks, Scott. Bye for now, my friend. All right. Oh, gosh, we just had a couple more people join us here. Who is this? Paul, welcome. Good work, good work, good work. And who's this now? Van. Hey, Van, what's up, my friend? Welcome. Van, you're going to love this too, man. Just knowing, you know, some of the things about how you trade and stuff, you're going to freaking love this. All right. What else can I tell you about it? How much time do we have left? Why are you asking me? Somebody always asks me, hey, Dan, how much time is there left? Well, look, there's 25, 24, 23, 22, 21. Go, 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 and let's get it done. This is the first step in the rest of your trading career. And you know what? It's an important step, man. Before I started using the PAS bands indicator, I had a guess at my strikes too. Oh, there we go. All right, look, if you're, wait, William says, wait. What do you mean, wait? Signing up, exclamation. Okay, good. Well, I'm going to leave this page up here for a minute. Go, if you like had to run upstairs and grab your wallet or purse or whatever and get your credit card, I hope you've done that by now. But this is it. We're calling it. We're done here for tonight. So I'm just going to leave this up, markettaker.com/PAS. If you haven't been there now, go there right now or aim your camera app at the QR code. You can still call Juan too, I think. And get yourself signed up. Get yourself signed up. All right. All right. Hey, again, welcome to all the folks who just joined us. Yes, you are going to get your very own I Love Overpriced Option Premium t-shirt. Juan's gonna get your address and shirt size, and we're gonna send one out to you. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And don't forget, you get the updates for a full year. And I can tell you something. The last time I came up with an indicator, I made updates, a lot of them in the beginning, because, you know, you continue learning stuff. Until I've got about 3 years under my belt, I'm going to keep improving this. 3 choices to pay by, which one for PayPal? I think it's just, let's see, markettaker.com/PAS. It is going to be the, we have our PayPal buttons. Bobby? There they are. The top one, not pay later. And the pay with Venmo is not PayPal, it's Venmo. So yeah, Rundy, if you want to use PayPal, click that top yellow button. That's the one you want. Oh, who's this who just joined us? Laura, one of the 2 Lauras we have here. Nice work, Laura. You're gonna love this too. Everybody's gonna love this. Oh, it is so cool. And one of the videos, because I just made that one discovery, I'm actually, you're gonna see your first change. I'm gonna change the what is it, video number 4. That's on my to-do list tomorrow. This thing just keeps getting better every time. You are welcome, Rundy. You found it? Got it? Get it? Got it? Good? All right, Rundy. So yeah, updates for a full year. I love this shirt. I wear it out all the time, and only option traders know what it is. It's like being in a secret club. Then my friends say, what does that mean? Then I have to explain it to them. Okay, and yes, you're going to be on the list for my new book, and you're going to be the first to hear about it. You're going to be the first to be able to buy it. Emails coming to you about the book within the next week, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it's within the next week. Oh, there's another Laura. told you there's two Lauras here. Okay. We're all good? Just really quick, you get the PAS indicator installed on your chart. The PAS accelerator videos, which you're going to want to watch. The first video shows you how to install it on your platform. Make sure that you got a username and a password. Check your email. If you don't see it, check your junk or spam folder. And then, yeah, the Monday group coaching. I mean, hands-on training from an ex-Goldman guy every Monday on how to use this and other things. So yeah, it's a full year for $690. I mean, this is a steal at $2,000 for a full year, isn't it? $500 a quarter. I mean, geez. Okay. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Definitely see you Monday in John's group coaching class. All right. Have a great rest of your day. Trade smart. Bye.